Hi everyone, welcome to this little video that I've put together regarding running an Arduino with some RS485 chips, effectively coming out of the UART serial connection of the actual Aurduino Uno, being sent down into an RS485 chip driver, if you like. Well, it's a transceiver so it can drive and receive, but it's currently configured to transmit only. Please ignore the second chip, that one's not actually being used, and ignore the other components on the board because they're just on there for other reasons, playing around with other things. Effectively, just to give you an overview, currently before we actually go into depth, the Aurduino Uno, I'll disconnect the serial because it's not actually being used, has a small, very simple piece of code loaded into it, and you will notice that LED 13 on the Arduino is flashing very slowly, around about 1 second pulses. The code in the Arduino is such that every 1 second it will actually switch on and off the LED on pin 13, which is built into the Arduino, and in doing so it will send a serial. Through the serial it will actually send a message which can be picked up by other devices. So this particular PC here, you'll notice it's actually picking up the message LED on, LED off, and it's also connected over to a second PC, or laptop in this case, which is picking up the same message, LED on, LED off. And the way we're actually doing that is with an FTDI USB 485 converter. So you can see one of the actual units, the laptop in question, is connected to the FTDI card. You can download the drivers from the website, very straightforward. Connection wise, it's just a simple A, B, ground and 5 volts, but we're only using the A and B. You can see one of the LEDs on the actual FTDI card being flashed because it's receiving every time the Arduino switches on the LED and sends the information. Very straightforward connections, just the A channel and the B channel, which I've got jointed onto the breadboard, and then I'm sending it through a twisted pair which is running down my desk and then around over to the other side, round here, and then back to this other breadboard, which again is purely being used as a joint. Okay. Just to go through the schematic side of it, so just before we do that, the second FTDI card is a slightly different configuration. It has a 9-pin connector on it, very similar to your old serial connection, but it actually does, that is actually connected for RS485. I've actually soldered onto the back of it pins 1 and 2, which are channel A and channel B of the actual RS485. You can see the LED flashing, the green LED, which indicates it's receiving. The orange, or if you like amber, or should I say yellow, is the power LED. So effectively what we're actually using currently, this Arduino is running without any sort of serial connection back to the PC. The actual only serial communication is out of the pin number 1, which is a transmit, to the Max RS485 chip, and then it's actually picking it up to this particular PC, or the first PC, via the 2 wires of the RS485. Then the FTDI card is converting it back to serial, well, it's always serial anyway, but to RS232, and it's firing it down into the PC on its usual connector. Okay, what I'm actually using to actually monitor that serial connection is the built-in Arduino serial monitor. So whilst I'm not actually using the actual Arduino connection, the serial connection as such, so I'm not just doing a serial monitor through the usual USB connection there, what I'm actually doing is I'm actually using the built-in serial monitor of the Arduino. So as you can see, I'm actually on COM 7 at the moment.